Frankie says, relax, don't do it. Don't you buy no subs. Resist the temptation. Alright, quick disclaimer.
This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. We've been having an epidemic of people buying subs. Now, what the heck is going on here? Guys, you know, a lot of people get FOMO here. A lot of people get FOMO because they want to be on the internets. They want to be making that money. Let me adjust here so you can see me. They want to be making that money. And they want to get super chats. They want to earn those Patreon dollars, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter the reason, guys. You can buy subs, but you're just cheating yourself, right? There is a method to the process, and I'm not saying this from just my own experience, but from other people on YouTube, right? One of the things is, guys, is your reputation, right? If you lie about something like this, it means that you will lie to your audience about anything. So how are they going to trust you? You got there by cheating, basically. You didn't earn it, right? There's a process to earning anything, whether it's, you know, getting to 1,000 subscribers, working for the things you want. I mean, you name it. Getting there the hard way is actually always the best way because it gives you experience. There's plenty of YouTubers in the YouTube community that we know. It doesn't matter who you belong to. We know YouTubers in the Amico community who has bought subs, and look how they've ended up, right? Some of them are still around, but they're never the same, right? You can have 1,000, 3,000 subs, and then whenever your stuff is on, you know, 10 people are watching it, it's self-evident, right? And when you do it the hard way, when you create an audience organically, it's people that have been following you for a while, right? They'll stop by and say hi and what have you. But most importantly is your integrity. You stay true to yourself, guys. You're having the same issues in the arcade one-up community. Now people are saying people are buying subs. And it really doesn't matter. I'm not here to criticize anybody in particular. I'm just here to tell you don't do it because this is how people see you. See this guy right here? Remember Mr. 10X? Right? He's also got a 100 subscriber plan for you. How do you think that's going to happen? Right? There's plenty of services out there that you can pay this stuff for, but do it the right way. So that way it'll be genuine. The people that will follow, that have followed you for a long time, will celebrate with you, right? To your goal, right? You know, I understand if it's a business, right? If it's a business that's just starting, maybe a furniture store, you know, whatever, you want to create buzz, okay. But for an individual, if the only reason you're doing it is for, I don't know, validation, so people don't call you a bottom dweller. I know it doesn't feel great, guys. I know it doesn't feel great, but, you know, you have to take your lumps. Listen, there's people that will criticize. I've had people, right? I'll tell you my personal story, because I don't really like talking about people, but I'll tell you my personal story. People have talked down to me because I had, you know, 300 subscribers, 200 subscribers, whatever it is, you know, and then I turn around and look at their channel and they maybe have 1,000, but their last video had like 40 viewers, you know, and my last video had 150. So like half my audience was watching me. They had 1,000 and nobody's watching them, right? So there is a process you can go through, you know, and grow your channel organically. You know, and I understand the frustration, as I've told you before. I understand the frustration of seeing YouTube make money out of you. You're right. You're sitting there. You're putting your effort in, right? You're going through your videos. You're making it, and YouTube is monetizing you, and you're not making any money. Yes, it's frustrating, right? But it's part of the process. Maybe you think you're making great content, right? And you yourself are dedicating, I don't know, 10 hours, you know, whatever it is to your YouTube channel, and you're not seeing any results. Listen, one of the best advice as far as content creation that I ever got, right, when I was, you know, selling or doing something like that, was actually from Prince. When I was younger, I was a big Prince fan, and one of the first jobs that I got into was into sales and promotions and stuff like that. And one of the things that happened to him is he opened up for the Rolling Stones, and people booed him, like they booed him off stage. Like, this is something completely different. I believe it was back in the Rolling Stones and the Start Me Up tour. I believe that's when it happened, but don't quote me on that. That's what I remember. But anyway, they booed him off stage, and they asked him, like, how did you feel? And he was like, the audience is never wrong, right? If I didn't get applauses, and I'm paraphrasing here, it's because I didn't do a good enough job. And that made him better. Absolutely. Right? That made him a better artist, and he went on to continued success. But it would happen if he didn't take the criticism, if he didn't take the boos. I know how it is to make content, and put out your video and put out your best there, and somebody just stopping by and saying, "You suck. You're terrible. You're the worst I've seen." It doesn't feel great, right? But along the way, you'll learn so many things, right? You can see it in the evolution of my channel. What you see here with my channel is not because of, just what I came up with. It was the process, is watching other people work, right? Watching what others do, learning from others, right? And that's something that I want to talk about in my channel. I want to talk to creators that have helped me along the way make my channel what it is to now, which is just a little bit better than it was before, right? But it's leaps and bounds of what it was when I started, I think back in 2017. That's 5 years, So it's taken 5 years to get to this point, and it might take another 5 years to get to the next level, whatever that is, right? But I can say that I earned it. Every single one of them. Not only the failures, but the successes were mine. I didn't pay for it. It's not artificial. And nobody can throw that in my face in the future, right? Because it doesn't matter what your intentions were. If you're just doing it for yourself because you feel bad about not having enough subs, if you buy subs, people will look at you exactly like they look at Mr. 10X over here. Would you buy anything from him? Would you buy subs from him? Some people would. And that's the environment in YouTube right now. Don't cheat yourself. If you're buying subs, you're cheating yourself. Go through the process. You will get there. If your content is good enough for your audience, it will get there. And the audience will let you know what's good and what's not. The numbers tell you, right? The numbers tell you. Why am I doing this? Because the numbers said so. It doesn't matter what other content I was making. This is what my audience wanted to see. And that's why I'm making this type of content. But you only get there if you earn it, right? And I'm only going to get to the next stage if I earn it. I can't buy my way into talent. I can't buy my way into being better. And neither can you. Stay true to yourself. Don't buy subs. It's not worth it. All right, guys. I hope you have a great Thursday. I'm making this after dinner. And we're going to have a productive weekend. I got to move some stuff around. All right, guys. Take care.